Every morning you wake up, a choice is laid before you. You have a chance to get up, to move, to push, to fight for a future you've always dreamed of, or to retreat into comfort. And in that moment, as your feet hit the ground, the battle begins. It's not against the world. It's not against your circumstances. The real battle is inside. It's between the version of you who wants to stay in bed, who wants to hold on to the past, and the version of you who knows that greatness calls for more. Success is not a gift. It is not handed to the lucky, nor is it bought with promises and hopes. Success is a price that's measured in discipline, sweat, and yes, sacrifice. This isn't a theory. This isn't some motivational cliché. The world doesn't reward those who take the easy path, the comfortable path. It rewards those who choose the path of resistance, those who, when faced with a challenge, choose to endure, to rise above. It's a truth that has been written in the blood of every giant who ever walked this earth. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb after a few days of thinking. He failed 10,000 times. Each failure, each setback, each rejection became a stepping stone on his road to the light that would revolutionize the world. Was it easy? Number, but Edison understood one thing that most people never will. Success is the sum of the small sacrifices you make over time. Each small, seemingly insignificant decision to keep going when every part of you says stop is what creates the foundation for greatness. You want success, don't you? Then ask yourself, what are you willing to give up? What are you willing to sacrifice to make your dreams a reality? Your time, your comfort, your sleep, the parties, the distractions, the excuses? Because, make no mistake, if you're not willing to pay that price, you'll always find yourself just short of where you could have been. You'll always feel like there's something holding you back, like there's something you didn't do, something you could have given more of. And you'll wonder why success seems to elude you, even though you've put in the work. But here's the thing. Success isn't just about hard work. It's about hard choices. It's about choosing to sacrifice what you want now for what you want most. It's about standing in the face of fear and doubt and saying, I will not quit. I will not let go. The world does not reward those who wish for success. It rewards those who are willing to pay the price, no matter how steep. And that price is often higher than we expect. You see, success demands more than just time. It demands more than effort. It demands resilience. It demands perseverance. It asks for everything. And it's only then, after you've given it your all, that you realize success isn't a destination. It's a journey of continuous sacrifice, a journey that never truly ends. And yet, there is beauty in this journey. The sacrifices you make today build the person you will become tomorrow. With every hour you invest, every challenge you face, every comfort you forgo, you are sculpting yourself into the person capable of achieving your dreams. The reality is, the more you sacrifice, the more you grow. The more you shed the parts of yourself that don't serve your highest vision, the more you uncover the person you were always meant to be. There's a famous story about Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest leaders this world has ever known. He failed repeatedly in business, in politics, in personal life. He lost his job, his friends, his family, his confidence, but the one thing he never lost was his belief in himself. The price Lincoln paid was one of unwavering conviction. Despite the setbacks, despite the defeats, he continued to sacrifice for his purpose. He knew that to lead this nation, to fight for the ideals he believed in, he would have to give up much more than what others could see. He would have to give up comfort, security, and ease. And it was that sacrifice that carried him to the highest office in the land, to a place where he would shape history. We live in a world that glorifies comfort. We live in a time when hustle is a buzzword, but the real work, the real price, is rarely acknowledged. We think that because we try hard, because we sacrifice some of our time, we should be entitled to success. But the truth is, the work doesn't stop. The work is never done. And what sets the successful apart from the rest is their willingness to keep going when it seems like there's nothing left to give. Think about it. You want to be wealthy, don't you? You want to build something that lasts, something that outlives you. But wealth doesn't come from wishing for it. It doesn't come from hoping for the right break. It comes from decisions. It comes from making sacrifices that the average person isn't willing to make. It comes from waking up early, working late, staying disciplined, staying focused, even when the world tells you it's too hard. The wealthy don't just focus on the money, they focus on what it takes to create that wealth. And what it takes is more than just talent or intelligence. It's the ability to sacrifice distractions, to put in the time and effort when no one is watching, to build the skills that others ignore, to keep going when everyone else is ready to quit. This is the price of success. It is the relentless pursuit of a future that you know is waiting for you, even when everything in the present tries to tell you it's not possible. It's the willingness to push through the pain, the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty. It's the ability to look at the mountain before you and say, I will climb you no matter how steep. And here's the most important part. The sacrifices you make aren't just about what you give up. They're about who you become in the process. Each decision to persist, each moment you choose discipline over indulgence, strengthens your character. It builds your resilience. It sharpens your focus. And in the end, it's not just success you gain. It's the power to create the life you desire. There's a reason why people like Henry Ford, Steve Jobs, and Walt Disney are remembered as giants. They didn't just create companies or inventions. They created legacies. And the common thread that runs through their stories is sacrifice. Ford didn't just build a car. He built an empire, and he did it by relentlessly pursuing his vision, sacrificing everything to make it happen. Jobs didn't just build a phone. He changed the world. But he did it by sacrificing his personal comfort, by relentlessly pursuing perfection, by refusing to compromise. And Disney, he didn't just build a theme park. He built a dream. But that dream came at a price. It came through sacrifice. It came through rejection. It came through pain. But through it all, they chose to push forward. 2. That's the question you must ask yourself. Are you willing to push forward when it gets hard? Are you willing to sacrifice your comfort for your dreams? Because if you want to be great, if you want to create something that outlives you, then you must be willing to sacrifice everything. You must be willing to sacrifice your time, your energy, your ego, your certainty, your fear. You must be willing to do what others won't, when they won't. You must be willing to keep going when the world tells you to stop. The road to success is not easy. It's not paved with shortcuts or instant gratification. It's paved with grit, with discipline, with sacrifice. It's built from the blood, sweat, and tears of those who refuse to quit. Those who, when faced with their moment of truth, made the decision to keep going, no matter the cost. And when you reach that point, when you've paid the price, when you've sacrificed the things that held you back, you will realize that success wasn't the reward at the end of the journey. Success was the journey itself. It was in the persistence. It was in the resilience. It was in the courage to face the storm and keep walking. Now, the choice is yours. Are you willing to pay the price? Are you willing to sacrifice today so that tomorrow you can look back and know that you gave everything? The price of success is high, but the reward is a life you've created by your own hand. It's a legacy that cannot be erased. It's a truth that no one can take from you. The price is steep, but the destination is worth every sacrifice.